What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. Sorry about canceling on last time, but yeah, I had some life things come up. We'll put it that way. Very good life things, things that make me feel like a hormonal teenager again. So yeah, it's kind of weird when you're approaching 40, but I'll take it. So yeah, I've dealt with that, had some good times, and we're back to doing some more streaming. Back to doing some Wind Waker madness. We did the medley Escort Dungeon. I gotta do the other wiener. I forgot what his name was. I think it's Marklar, something like that. Yeah, we gotta get to him. So he is the next one. These Escort Dungeons take a long time. I was thinking like, oh, we'll just do that and then we'll move on and get to the rest of the endgame content. And then I remembered, oh no, you need to get the Triforce shards. I'm like, oh, great. So I think for the HD collection, there we go. It's like, why am I hearing audio first? Yes, I think for the HD collection I'm playing right now, or HD version, whatever you want to call it, they redid it so you actually have less shards to do it. Because I remember on the GameCube version, you had to do like find 8 shards, which took forever. I think they lowered it down to like 3, make it a little bit faster and less of a grind. And without going into details, we'll just call her Lady Friend. Lady Friend was over on my little life adventure. And I know that one of her favorite games is Mario Kart Double Dash. And I made mention of it, like, oh yeah, she knows I have it. I'm like, yeah, I also have it on my computer. She's like, what? So I introduced her to emulation. It was like, here's Dolphin, and here's Mario Kart Double Dash, and fired that up, and like, here's like PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, PSP emulators. Here's the Wii U. Here's the game you love for Wii U. I have it. I'll have to play that sometime. So yeah, it was kind of fun to see her kind of reactions from that. Let me turn down my headphone volume just a little bit. It's a little too loud for me. Okay, this should hopefully be pretty good. Let me know if I need to change the audio levels or anything. Okay, so Link is, or not Zelda, is very quiet. The waves just seem very loud to me. Let's see, what is it? Ballad of Gales. It's kind of interesting that, like, you don't really use the Wind Waker as much in the HD version. So you you don't remember the spells a lot of times because you don't need to use them to constantly change the wind and do everything else. It's like it's just kind of pointless. Okay, so it's got to be this version of Cemu that I'm using. I just upgraded from 1.19.2 C to 19.3. And we're having all sorts of weird audio glitches, so let me see about downloading the previous version if I still have that available. Go to emulation folder. Yeah, so everything goes into this one particular folder I have it in. So let me see. One point 19.2C download. Try to see if there's like an older one I can do. I'm going back through their website, CMU website, and it looks like the only way I can get an older version is through like a shady link, which is like not cool. All right, let's try shady link. Let me put up the screen real quick for you to get something more interesting to look at than my start menu. Scan for viruses. Nothing found. Good. The files. Great. It all looks like it's all here, so that's good. Okay. So let me do a different folder here. Let's see. So I'm going to close out CMU. I'm going to create a new folder. .19.2c. And we're going to drop this in here. Extract here. Good. Okay, so I got the graphics packs. Copy over some stuff. Open up another window. Oh my, this is the best stream ever, I swear. It's not one of my streams unless something goes catastrophically wrong, and it has completely. I mean, that's just the way it works. Okay, so we're going to copy this, and just going to copy a lot of this over. Game packs, profiles, resources, shader, cache. Yeah, let's just copy all this, drag and drop. It's got to calculate, move stuff over. So this is great. So while we're doing that, it looks like it's working. Okay, cool. That went faster than I thought it was. Let's get this launched up. Update available. No, I do not want to do that. Okay, cool. So I have... Let's see. Is it showing up on scene? It is. Sweet. Okay. So this is the previous version, 19.2C as in Charlie. This is the last one I've been streaming with that worked. So cross our fingers that this is all working right again. Okay, I still have my saves. Perfect, that got transferred over. Controller's obviously working, so that's great. Everything seems to be the right level and not deafening. Alright, so the real test is right here when I land. Perfect. Okay, so if you have CMU emulator right now, and if you plan on playing this game, like if it's at 19.2C or possibly an even earlier version, Do not upgrade right now because it's going to break this game audio-wise. It's going to cause all sorts of weird stuff to happen, which is why I had to spend a couple minutes to get this all fixed up with a previous version. Not too hard if you know what you're doing, but if you don't know what you're doing, that could be a little trickier to do for sure. That's why I recommend you watch BSOD Gaming on YouTube, because a lot of his stuff, like his setup videos, are pretty much, he'll show you like, okay, if you have a new setup, like you can install these files and you keep watching them there, you get used to it. I've seen a couple of its different upgrade stuff, so I'm like, okay, I know exactly what I need to copy over and why to get it to work. Okay, yeah, I got enough. Okay. I think one of my Triforce shards is going to require a pair to do, pair or two. I also realized too, like, because I've been like playing on stream only, and just trying to get from A to B and get done with the game, and I've actually skipped over getting a whole lot of heart pieces. I should be like almost all the way done collecting heart pieces at this point. Bye. Because I remember, like, if you're going through and doing everything as you're supposed to be doing, like, oh, I've unlocked this thing, and go exploring and so forth, and taking your time, making it closer to like a 30-hour game, 30-hour game, then yeah, it's like you're going to have a lot more things to use. You know, a lot more heart pieces. But I only play this game like 3 hours each time on stream, just about. Pretty much the only time I play video games. I used to play video games a whole lot, and now it's just like different things have come up in my life, and I just don't have a whole lot of time to do it anymore. Which is fine. I mean, it's like, because I've played like games like way too much. Oh, not Zelda. I have not seen you in quite some time. He's like, that. There's a reason for that. You know, the judge said you're not supposed to be within 500 feet of me. You're way too close. You need to move back. You wonder why I'm all the way down here? Yes. Practicing a new song for next year's ceremony. I need privacy. And the acoustics are great in this damp, moldy cave. You can hear my song outside? It's like the sound of the waterfall drowned it out. Why, is that the conductor's baton? Yes, I'm incredible. It's funny because, okay, if you don't know anything about music, all a conductor does is just basically help keep you, like, is keep the beat, basically showing you, like, what tempo that everybody needs to be playing at, and also gives cues. Like, so basically, like, let's say, I've played different songs playing in bands and concert bands and things like that nature, where I may not have, like, trumpet sections, stuff like that, or wherever I'm at, may not have something for like 30 measures of a song. So you're sitting like just having going 1 2 3 4 2 2 3 4 3 2 3 4 4 2 3 4 5 2, you know, just counting all the way up to 30. A lot of times you can say like, hey, you know, can you give me a cue, like basically one measure before, like, hey, get ready, like, you know, you're about to come in and do your part. So basically conductors going through, they're following along on the entire guide score sheet there, like the musical sheet, and they'll see their, like, right in their notes, it's like cue trumpets, you know, so they know like where you get to that measure, they'll like turn and look at you and give the little like get ready to go, and then they'll cue you in. That's all a conductor does in an orchestra. They don't, like, it doesn't change the notes or anything there. They just basically, you know, might give you certain cues like louder, quieter, like sustain that note like louder, you know, but they're not controlling what you're playing. All right, so I need to do, yeah, I did, I think it's Wind God's area I need to do now. So it's up, up, down, right, left, right. No, it's Earth God's area. No, wait, no, that was it, I guess. Yeah, that was it, because it triggers the cutscene. Not Zelda's shrooms have kicked in that the Red Lion gave him. This is not 6-8 time, this is like... It's like 7... It's 7-4 and 8-4 time, it's really weird. Not Zelda. I'm the Sage of the Wind Temple, I know, that's why I'm here. Okay, so we need to go top. I think this is where you finally get the hook shot. And like I said, it's kind of weird that this game gives you such a great piece of equipment at the very end of the game. It's so sad. I mean, the way the game is structured, though, I can see why that is. Like, you need the hook shot literally to get to this treasure over here. But it's just the way the game is structured and laid out is you don't really need the hookshot until then anyway. I have to say, though, this is my first playthrough of the HD version of this game. I love the GameCube version. Like I say, this is a really good improvement. I'm actually been enjoying it because, I mean, the combat is kind of weird because you're still taking elements from a one-stick game and trying to fit into two, which kind of works a little wonky. But overall, the different quality of life improvements seem to be pretty good. Like, if I remember correctly, they removed the 8 shards of the Triforce you have to get at the end down to 3. Yeah, the fast sail, which instantly not only doubles your sailing speed, it appears to be, but also changes the wind directly behind you, so you don't have to keep changing the wind constantly. There's some neat improvements to it. As in the case of Medley, no doubt that Makar 2 has some special role to play in these events. Figure it out yourself, you're on your own, I'm just a boat. Boaty McBoatface, get in there. So is that locations of the ghost ship? Oh, that was a good thing. I was thinking, like, well, I haven't opened up all these different treasure maps I've gotten. I might as well take a look and do it now. I'm like, oh, cool. Okay, so here are the different locations for a treasure map. That's or for the ship, because I think one of the Triforce shards is in the ghost ship. That's this one. My memory sucks. Up, up, down. Okay. It's like, must we go through this song and dance literally every time with you? I want to applaud whatever engineer designed a massive stone structure to crumble based upon certain harmonics. Because that would, like, be life-changing, mind-blowing science to figure out. I mean, you can use acoustical waves and everything to amplify to different resonance and phrases, stuff like that, to actually be weaponized, and we do have those things. But to do it from just like to make a rock structure crumble like that, that would be impressive. Keep playing. All right. Come here, dummy. I'm gonna presume it's like last time. Let's just double check. If I have to go through a door, yeah, carries butt. And I'm going to be needing iron boots a lot too. Okay, so let's see. Boomerang's probably gonna have to take a back seat for the boots in this one. Sweet. Alright, so what's the song I need again? It is Command Melody. Will he be on this too? We'll see. Nope. It doesn't give me the cinematic camera thing. Hey, $100. Alright, you can keep. You can stay. You've earned your keep. Sweet. Okay, I was wondering what we would do. Like, wait if you don't jump into that. Alright. Okay, so it just like instantly pushes me down. Alright, so let's get him over here and get him up top. take a look at something real quick. Wind Waker HD Extra Magic. D7, okay. Refiling, 2 refiling. I must get there, because you can actually double up your magic. I'm like, this place is going to take a lot of magic to get through. So that could be a very big problem, because I mean, I've been skipping a lot of upgrades just to kind of get through fast on stream, and it's probably going to bite me in the butt right now. It's like, sorry, stupid, I'm out of here. If the King of Red Lions traps me here, I'm going to be very upset. Oh, looks like it works. Okay, cool. Let's get this place put on the map. Okay, so most coordinates for a map, if you say A1 would be A would be top row, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, go left to right. IGN and their infinite idiocy has decided to go vertical instead of horizontal. So I actually need to head back down to the bottom of the map. In the middle is where I need to be. Okay, so that's good to know. The people at IGN are a bunch of idiots. All right. Let's get to it. So where I need to be is actually right down here. That's where I need to be at. Because normally you say like A1 on a map would be like right here. This would be A1, A2, A3, A4. B, C, D, E, F, G, and IGN's going A, B, C, D, E, F, G, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so forth. Just not how you do it. But it's IGN, so it shouldn't really shock you. Alright, here and then go south. Anybody shocked? Not really. Oh, this place does not like the frame rate. It's like, hey, thanks for not making me swim around. Two Eye Reef. Tell you, no one around these waters has seen a beautiful fairy who bestows magical powers used to live here. All anyone sees anymore are the big octos that have been appearing lately. For me? Hey there, what's up? Welcome to the stream. As I have perilously sailed into a bad situation, but that's okay. It's how I do things here. Can I hit that from here? Probably not. Okay, that's a no. So who's shooting over my head? This thing apparently can't aim. Okay, that's cool. Can't get to it. Try to sleep, but you can't. Need some Woodwinker. Just need the soothing sounds of the ocean world to soothe you to sleep. Yeah, I've actually played this a long time ago on the GameCube, and this is the first time I've actually played through the HD version. So I'm giving that a shot, and kind of frustrating to be honest, because there are certain things that they've done to make a two-stick game, like it's a one-stick game, GameCube. They're trying to get it to run on, newer consoles that have multiple sticks, and certain things just don't work out right. Like all of a sudden now you have to have like a double tap for the boomerang to throw it. It's kind of weird. But of course, then they add in other things that do help, like the fast sail or swift sail or whatever they call it. That's pretty cool. You don't have to change your sails around anymore. You can just instantly do it. Okay, here's where I need to go. Perfect. Alright, I think I can do it with bombs. Probably boomerang might be better. So when you do boomerang, because it goes into the first person mode, on the GameCube, you would just basically use your left stick to aim it. You have to use your right stick instead, which is kind of awkward. So you get this weird kind of like claw grip to get it to work. I gotta switch back to bombs here. It's not really doing... Boomerang's not really going too fast. There we go. Excelente. Bigger the winds. Thanks, you have been freed from the beast's foul grasp. Give me all magic. Yeah, so I'm playing this through an emulator, CMU emulator, and I'm using version 1.19.2 C, as in Charlie. Before I started streaming today, upgrade to the newest version 19.3. Don't do that, it breaks this game. It causes like major audio problems to the point where I had to like stop playing, find the older version on a site and download it, and then transfer everything over to get it to work right, because it was really, really weird. It's like the sound like effect volumes were like 3 times louder than the rest of the game volume. You'd have like sound loops for things that like you're getting hit constantly for doing nothing, just standing there. So it's like, okay, this is kind of broken. So I have to stream out to figure out how to contact the CMU guys and say, yeah, your current version has a glitch for this game constantly. Yep. Boomerang. That'd be cool if you could put the bombs on top of the boomerangs, so you throw it and it explodes on impact. That would be awesome. But no, the game's like, no, we can't have that happen. Alright, so now let's get back. I mean, like, I'm getting close to the end game, so I know I should have like a whole lot more hearts, but I've only been playing this game on stream and kind of rushing through to get done with it. So, I am massively underpowered for hearts, but the magic part was like way too little. I'm like, okay, this next dungeon's gonna take a lot of magic to get through. Let's track down that fairy which gives you the double, so. Alright, so let's get back to the wonderful Escort Dungeon. You know, dungeons don't take long enough as they are. We should probably make this longer and make you escort people, because people love escort missions and ice levels. They're the best. Absolute best. Game pour is pretty rough. Yeah, I already busted her for that, dude. Okay. So I think it was the old guy originally asked you to find his daughter. And the poor and rich people will switch places. And that's kind of shady. And then there's a quest involved with that, which I haven't done yet, so yeah. Yeah, combining things would be cool, but I mean, we're literally talking about a game. I think this came out originally 2003 or 2004. And I mean, the HD port that I'm playing via emulator right now it's pretty good. I mean, The graphics didn't really need a whole lot of an upgrade for it. But it would have been cool if they had some other features. Like I said, it gets really weird, like when you use your boomerang, because you have to use the right thumbstick to aim, but you also have to hold down the boomerang button to keep it going. So you have to do this weird thumb claw grip thing that doesn't quite work. I do have the swift sail. It's how I got here. Have it already. And that was a big improvement for this game by far and away, is like adding in that swift sail. It's a pain in the butt because you gotta win a couple auctions, it's gotta come up randomly, and hopefully you get it. But that is a very, very welcome addition. Because it instantly changes the wind for I knew it made you faster, I knew it was like 2 times faster sailing than the original game. But it also has the added benefit of changing the wind instantly to whatever direction you're going in. It's like, okay, that's a neat thing. So now we have to keep constantly doing this stupid wind change direction song all the time. Yeah, as you get used to it, because I mean, especially I know people who've never played the original GameCube version, and they're like, wait a minute, and then they play it, then they get around to it and like, wait a minute, why aren't you going faster? It's like, because this is the maximum speed. You don't have that swift sail. Alright, I think I left him in this room. Yep. Alright, Wiener boy, we gotta get you back over here. Nope. Wow. So fast in the movement he goes. Okay, so that guy came out, that means this guy's here. There we go. Blink. Go for this sale. Yeah, I need to look it up. I've never speedrun this game. The only game I've only speedrun like 2 games in my life. One is Bayonetta 2, which I would love to get back to now that my back's healing from my surgery. And the other is a FMV video game called Double Switch. And I remember the big thing about this game, or Wind Waker, was the barrier skip. And that finally got found like a reliable way that actually, 1, they can do it, and 2, make it reliable and repeatable outside of a task. And that finally happened, so it dropped the game from like a 3.5, almost 4-hour game down to like 52 minutes. It's all cool. Let's see, that just plants stuff for the hook shot. No, that opens the door. Okay, so he's fine, so... all that for nothing, good to know. Yeah, I'm... wasting time. And it's one thing the speedrunners do in this game, is they definitely go for that swift sail. I don't know, I remember they used to. I haven't seen a speedrun of this game in a while, so especially since I found the barrier skip, so I need to see how they do that. Like, how complicated is it really to do? I hate this dungeon. Camera, I can't see where I'm going. Can't set things to R, huh? Oh, I guess you can. Okay. So I remember the other temple you run through with Medley, and I like remember almost nothing about this one at all. I knew it was something like that. Song of Storms was actually Ocarina of Time. This one has the Ballad of Gales, I guess they would call it, unless they call it something different. So that's one of the things I kind of learned very quickly, speedrunning and getting friends to the international community via Twitch, which is pretty neat, is that like certain versions of games will, when they get translated to different like things like Swedish, Finnish, German, Dutch, and so forth, will actually be called something different. Like one of my friends, Frey Pursuer, is a really, really amazing Ninja Gaiden 2 player, and he's been playing like the German version for so long, and he's fluent in English. And then he imported the English version. He was like, what? It blew his mind because like he was used to seeing certain techniques called one way, and there's like completely different translation. It just broke his brain for a while. It's kind of funny to see. I don't think I have the power to aid you much, not Zelda. Plant a tree here in the soft soil. Yeah, I know. It's why I brought you over here, stupid. Jeez. You're not here for your company. Swedish, yes. I figured you were since you brought that up, but yeah, it's like, it's one of the things I've learned, you know, is that for different localizations and translations for games and in different regions around the world, something could be completely different. Like, you know, could be Song of Storms, whereas the English version could be Ballad of Gales, or, you know, it could be lots of different things, which is pretty neat. Alright. There we go. Oop. Okay, so it's not a bottomless pit. Way to come back up. This song's not gonna get old anytime soon, I swear. Never! Yeah, so if you're Swedish, if you're in your home country, it's pretty late, for sure. It always amazes me whenever I have people, you know, and you know, that part of the world, like, watch my streams, I'm like, it is, like, way too early for you. It's like, go to bed. Oh, great, they got him. Okay, well, you're dead. You're fine. But yeah, I know you said, like, oh, you can't sleep, so... Actually, people like stay up until like 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, don't do that. Just go to bed. It's fine. It's okay. Believe me. All right. So Wall Master's grabbed him, or Floor Master, or whatever they call him in this version. I think he shows up in a later room. I'm just gonna keep going forward as far as I can. Let's see, Swedish Song of Storms. My Swedish enunciation is terrible. So I'm going to... Songs of the Storm. Oh, it's a pretty good, you know, Song of Storms it seems to be translating pretty much directly. Yes, the Storm Song is what it would be. Let's see. Yeah, I know, I don't care about you. Oh, this guy thinks he's so important. It's like, really? Oh, that is a cheap shot. Yeah, 3 in the morning, yeah, definitely. I have people like who actually like tune in there and watch me like all 3 hours I stream, and it's like it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, okay, you really need to go to sleep. It's like, thanks for hanging out, but I understand. Just go to sleep. Is my name not Zelda? No, I just always find it funny that these games are called The Legend of Zelda, and you never play as Zelda really, except for the CDI games for Philips that came out in the '90s. But those are terrible, and nobody cares about them. So I like to name them. Oh, he closes his mouth just as I throw. So I always like to call them like not Zelda if I can. Just a little joke. It's like when I played through Breath of the Wild, I actually used the Zelda mod. So you could. That was like the first game I was actually able to play through the game as Zelda, which is pretty awesome. It's like finally the Legend of Zelda, where she's just not waiting to be rescued. It's like, yeah, what's her legend? Like, she gets kidnapped every single time, and a guy named Link has to run around and save her. Why are we naming the gaming series after her? Why is it not The Legend of Link? Well, that'd be cool. I haven't seen any real rumors. I saw the initial teaser trailer they put out. So that'd be cool if you could finally play as her legit. You know, because one of the 2 games I was considering playing was this or Breath of the Wild, because my Elgato's broken, my normal capture card. So I was like, well, I want to play. You know, I was thinking Breath of the Wild, but then I would have to. I want to run the game around 60, but doing that and this at the same time makes it run around 30 because it's such an intensive game. Streaming from the same computer that I'm playing it on, so I'm like, it only drops the game to 30 frames per second. I'm like, that's something special. It's what it normally runs anyway. So I was like, okay, well, let's just play Wind Waker. I haven't done that in a while. But if I do Breath of the Wild on stream someday, I will definitely do the Zelda mod. Stone blocks the entrance seem extremely heavy. Heavy is a great Deku Tree himself. Okay, because he's like, you need to become heavy. I'm like, can't grab onto it. The only game right now you can play is Zelda's Hyrule Warriors. Ooh, I forgot about that. But is that really a Zelda game, though? I mean, it's more of a Dynasty Warrior games, really. I wouldn't really, personally, I wouldn't consider it like a mainline Zelda game. But I mean, there were the Philips CDI games that were terrible, like Wanda Gamelon. Pardon me, I think that was one of them. And where you actually did get to play as Zelda. Spin-off, yeah, good enough. Oh, okay. Not have too much time to react to that. Okay, so I have a feeling I'm gonna need the hook shot, shoot that thing in the face, and then like wear the boots and drag it down. I don't know, but these guys don't really need to fight. I can avoid them. Come on, game. It's like, no, just keep targeting the thing, trust me. Keep hitting that windmill thing you need. Don't hit the bad guy. Why would you want to do that? Okay, I need to remember how I have everything set up. I see. How about here? I don't think I broke this one either. Nope, doesn't matter. Okay. Except for that. That kind of matters. Alright. Yeah, it's been a while. I should probably download and try out Hyrule Warriors on the emulator, see how it runs. Because I know it's a pretty intensive game with everything going on the screen that even like high-end computers are having problems with. Got the light arrows yet? No, I think you get that right before the end of this game. You also have to like almost triple press the arrows to get into fire. It's, I said, the game looks good, but there are just some bizarre choices they made for controls. Yeah, it's like you don't get the hookshot until this castle right here, or this dungeon. And then after this, you go and get the Triforce pieces, and then you go and beat the game. So you don't get the hookshot until the end of this game. It's just how it's structured and laid out. Okay, that does nothing. Good to know. Nope. You get like a grappling hook, which kind of takes over for it, but like the actual like hook shot that you fire and drags you into things, you don't get until this this dungeon. Yeah, you get like this little, where is it at? This thing, which you can kind of use like it, and also use it to grab stuff off of people. Like the actual hook shot is like you don't get until right here, until later on. Let's see, leaf. You got some crap. All right, dungeon map. Need it, I guess. I've never used them. Let's see, boomerang. Okay, I guess I just keep coming back. That's cool. It's not a problem. Also, lurking is also welcome to my channel too. So even if you were here and you're not talking, that's a-okay. Nothing I hate more than watching a streamer and they're like, oh, everybody has to chat in my stream. And they'll pull up like a see who's there watching and call people out. I'm like, dude, just chill. It's like, it don't matter. It's all good. But if you suddenly disappear, I know what happened. It's all good. I figured either A, you'd fall asleep, or in this case, your phone would fall, you know, die from charge. Ooh, money. Who is going around hiding money in these little pots in the middle of a dungeon? Let's see. Okay, right where I need to be. Yeah, those type of people are like the worst for streamers, and that's exactly what I'm opposite about. I'm just like, have fun, watch. If you like it, you can follow, you can come back, it's all good. I actually don't have any alerts on my screen, so I never know when somebody follows until like I look at this stuff at the end, but yeah, it's like I just do this for fun. You know, if you want to watch and hang out and lurk, that's cool. The only rule I have is like if there's a problem with the audio or video or something's wrong, tell me because I don't know. And then once I fix it, go back to lurking. It's all good. You know, that's the only rule I have. Don't be a jerk and let me know if there's a problem I can fix. All right, so let's see. It's gonna take some direction here. Yeah, 1%. Good lord. Yeah, it's about to die. Let's see. Triple. I hate having to hit that button 3 times. Okay, so I'm undershooting. Oh god, this is a nightmare. Trying to do my claw grip and aim with inaccurate arrows. Alright, there we go, finally. Okay, let's see. Arrows, I will take. Probably save. I have not done that in some time. It's begging a whole disaster if I don't do that. Okay, here we go. Continue playing. Of course I will. Okay, that's opening the part where the idiot's trapped. Alright. Oh, not enough. Yeah, take that off of special arrows. Don't need to waste my magic. Kinda need the magic. dungeon literally runs on magic, so yeah, you want to save that at all costs. Let's see, key door, non-key door. Well, guess that settles it. Okay. There we go, okay. Please be in the hook shot. Okay, key, whatever. Well, that was nice of him. I was also thinking too, like Breath of the Wild is also the first game where you had a dedicated jump button, and they put it on X for some bizarre reason, and then a later patch lets you change it to A, but good old Japanese Nintendo. What really irks me about a lot of video games is when companies are trying to be so secretive that they don't test the games with that people who haven't been playing it since inception. So just like in coding or anything else, you can become blind to any type of problems because you know where it is, you put it there, but somebody else may play it and go, what the hell is this, you know? And that's exactly what the problems with Breath of the Wild was. Because all of a sudden, instantly, like, you have a jump button, and it's in a very oddly placed position where you have to move your thumb up off of what it comfortably rests on. And it's something they would have found out in testing, but they're such a paranoid company, they're like, nope, can't do it. Alright, 1 second. Damn it, game, Jesus. So the problem with this control scheme is like literally like you have to triple tap your arrows to get them to shoot and then hope that your lock stays on. And I fired up the GameCube version and tested it with a save file that somebody already had all the stuff done for, like all the weapons out. It's one button press is all it takes. You don't have to triple tap anything. Finally, I remember hating this room a lot. It's like, yep, now I remember why. Alright, this is finally the hook shot. Fingers crossed. It is! Yay! That fills my bitter heart with joy. Not really, but it's nice to finally have it. Now I can go get that stupid guy out of jail eventually. Alright. Okay. Okay, can't quite grasp there, so... Okay. Alright. It's like, come on, game. I know I'm getting closer to an edge. I know it. Alright. Like, oh boy, a joy pendant! Oh crap, you're here too. Oh yeah, what's up? Surveying the room. Okay. Okay, so that's good. So at least got to here at least. So I gotta think about it. So I need to get over to wrong camera direction over yonder. I think I'm not quite sure. Wait a minute, wait. I need to grab him, need to grab Makar and go to the bottom. Okay. Where are you? Remember there's trees down there, even though I just climbed my way up. Here we go. Over here, dude. Whoop. Alright, so I think that creates like a big giant like cyclone. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Then we should... That's all? It's like, yeah, okay, so it's not a timer, okay. Alright, so... There's something up here. Nope, got that already. Okay. Yes, you have to literally jump into it. Come on. There we go. Oh, I don't care about the stupid joy pendants. It's like, how many do I have now? If I were to ever do the quest, I have 32, you only need 20. Actually, it's 21 because the game's stupid and they programmed it wrong. Teacher's like, I need 20 joy pendants. If you have 20, she's like, sorry, I need 20. Go back to her 21. She's like, thank you. You gotta be kidding me. Teacher who does not know how to count. Well, I mean, that does make sense. I mean, state of education and all. Actually, I think I can use... Oh, I should stick with the arrows. Chain reaction. Threefer. Okay, cool. Small key, okay. Okay, so I remember there was a stone statue where you had to stop and play the song. I don't remember exactly where it's at, because this one gets kind of sprawling. They do like a duet and it magically breaks the tablets, so... You get back there, wherever that was. Enough to grab onto that. Infinite pit, maybe? No, do not let go. Okay, no, there's something down there. Okay, good. Okay, so I definitely need a car back. I didn't know like if there was gonna be like the floor hands here when I got up top, so I was like, okay, let's clear the room first and see, but it looks like it's gonna be safe. Pretty sure it's the room I need to go straight ahead of me, I think. God damn it, stupid lock-on. I swear the lock-on's worse in this game than it ever was in the original. Yay, okay. Oh god, if you okay, so you can't be like Link here, or not Zelda, and just like turn it off and glide again. It's like you turn off the glide, you're stuck. There he is. Are you kidding me, game? Oh my god. So you can't do a slow descent. Not letting me back into this. Now I remember why this is frustrating. Oh, thank you. This better be the place. It is. Okay, good. Okay, iron boots. Into the blade, because bad design. Totally not because I was facing the wrong way. Absolutely, nope, bad design. All the way through. That's just how it works. Not again! In case you've never seen it before, here it is again for you. Don't fall asleep this time, please. Probably gonna regret taking you into this room with me here, but we're gonna do it anyway. Alright, yep, bad decision. You stay here. Let's see, boomerang there, and... yeah, that should be fine. I have my sword out the counter. Oh, corner, not good. Hey, I forgot there's also friendly fire with these guys. Alright, there we go. Ooh, hopefully that's a big key. Alright, big key, good. I just need to find where that room is. Doop-doobity-doo-doo. Alright, so got that. Okay, so now need to go back to where I was climbing up the hookshot on the trees. So I'm pretty sure Makar's gonna go plant some other stuff for me to do. Yeah. As much as I love this game, the dungeons can be a real pain. No magic for me? There we go, magic! So I need to get over there. And of course, it doesn't... It pushes you back, too. It's really bizarre. Like, I'm just going straight up. I have no control over this. I can't make forward motion. Oh, you stupid fuck. Come here, dummy. Alright. Dude, shut up. I don't give a shit. My god. This game is, like, so annoying in places where it does not need to be. It's like, hey, you know that hook shot? Try using it. Like, I'm trying to kill things to keep you alive. You should probably shut your mouth. Oh my god, the game is not letting me rapid fire magic arrows. Okay, good. Ugh. Nothing worse I hate is like, if you've ever seen Sequelitis by Ego Raptor, aka Aaron Hansen of Game Grumps. He hates the same thing that I do for like game design, where it's like, hey, also like characters like, hey, pay attention, like I'm gonna stop you from playing the game to tell you about something you already know about. And that's what Makar does. He's like treating you like you've never played the game before. Even though this is like a late stage dungeon near the end of the game. Like literally after this you find the Triforce pieces, then you go to Ganon and you beat him, and there you go, game over. That's literally what's coming up, and they're like, hey, you know, you have the hook shot. You can use it to grab on things. I'm like, dude, I know. Shut up. You know, like, and it's like stopping you from playing on top of it, like right in the middle of a battle. The game doesn't care. They didn't care about programming it. Things like that kind of irk me. It's like, ugh, why? Why are you so full of yourself that you thought this was a good idea? Out of range. Okay, so let's try just sniping them out. Probably absorb the magic. Oh my god, controls. Please. Okay, Makar, let's see. Is that gonna stop me and say, hey, you can use a hook shot on this thing I just made? Yeah, that's gonna be trouble. Let's get up here first. This game's gonna make me do it, huh? Probably a good time to save just to make sure. Snap everything into place. Minor stretch. Stare at my cell phone and wonder what the lady friend's doing, who I miss very dearly. Back to playing. Alright. Okay, so when did it really open? I mean, I saw like one of the platforms kind of shift. Maybe it's up top, or no, it's just the one I'm at right now. Okay, so I think I need to go down because the key should be down here. Yeah, because it opened up, we can go all the way down to the bottom. Okay, so we gotta go all the way down. Yeah. Oh. This map, this dungeon, I tell you, it can give you a headache. It's not really giving me a headache, it's just kind of annoying. I'm like, I just want to get done with it. Alright, you, come with me. We need to jump and fall down there in between gusts, lest we be chopped up to death by the little chunks by the fan. Yes, give me my precious $2. I've earned it. I think for those little statue things, I need to have the boots on. Although pretty stupid because now I can't get up higher, but hey, that's just how I roll, like an idiot. IQ of 178 means nothing, let me tell you that. Let's see, arrows there, yeah. Okay. Nabby nabby. There's something down there. Don't want to go down there, but... This looks fun. It's like a whole lot of fun. Okay, so I can see something there to plant, but now I need to figure out how to get past the wind gusts. Is there a door that I may have missed? No, not that I can see. Okay, unless it's down there or something. I don't see a door. Hey, another fairy in a bottle. Hope you don't need anything or need air. Nice. I think, gosh, I can't remember. I remember having to pay Tingle to decode maps for the Triforce, and I really can't remember how much money it is. I remember it being a lot, though. Alright. Alright, so think through this here. There's gotta be a solution around here somewhere. Like I said, no rooms here have, are without a solution. Wait a minute. Okay, so what if I take Marklar? He's gonna get blown around by this crap here, but I think he might be able to, like, fly straight up. Might be high enough for him to do that. We can actually fly over the gusts, too, so that would work. Probably should have ran back to pick him up. Probably would have been faster, but who knows. Not me. Yep. Fly right over the gusts. Okay, pick him up. Run for the door. We're getting pretty close. Okay, one more long room, and then we're at the boss fight. Okay, so I need to basically block these things from going across. Grab on top. Survey the room a little bit better. Okay, there's no... Okay, not seeing anything that's going to cause major problems here, so... Go. Grab on. There you go, buddy. Now we're cooking with some kind of accelerant. Dude, what the hell? Hey, it's Nimbix. What's up, buddy? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully your tasks are kicking butt. Not a whole lot. Well, hopefully a whole lot of like, as in doing something and your tasks are kicking butt. Come along slow. Okay, well, hey, slow is better than not slow. Slow is better than, like, stopped dead in the water. I will take slow. Slow is better than stop. Okay, I see the gimmick here. Looks like a... Yeah, it's a path you can't quite get past. Got it. Oh no. Wow, okay. I mean, that was 111 frames. Yeah, I'd say that'd be worth it. Two or three frames, not so much. 111 frames, yeah. That'd be worth it. You know, we're a 16.5 minute run. Yeah, that's a big chunk. It's almost 2 minutes right there. With a standard 60 FPS game, so... No, I will not make out with you, if that's the question you're going to ask. There's already a little special lady friend in my life, and, you know, kind of hit things off the other day. It's still awkward and confusing, and it's complicated, but... Oh! Task videos. No, not really, no. Not really. Not really pursuing anything there, reading the boards or anything else. The whole lady friend thing there, yeah, that's actually a serious thing here, so that's... Go me. Let's see... Uh-oh. Did you say the world's, like, flat? Oh, that was a brilliant move. I am smart. SMRT. I think it's pear-shaped. Okay, and Makar gets blown away too. Alright, and he's taking damage because he's a moron. Alright, I may need to reset this room, see if it hopefully it resets those boxes. You plan to be a judge. Okay, that's cool. I can see that. You're very active in the community. Wait a minute. Those two are very close to each other. I might be able to trap them both with one. Okay, interesting. So... When you applied to be a judge, did you say, like, you're going to crush all the, like, naysayers beneath your feet? I definitely would. I mean, that's the first rule I do. I always promise to be cruel yet fair. Oh, that is borderline. Okay. Jump gun, flexing your muscle. But what did you flex on? That's the biggie. Let's see. So I got these two here. Hi, Keiko. Uh-oh. So you accidentally approved one then that you're trying to reject? I'll take my guess at here as we take a quick little thing. Oh, I gotta pop my wrist. Oh, and that's not the wrist I've broken before. Oh. Nico, what's up, buddy? You all done napping? You know, lady friend was very impressed with you the other day. How big you've gotten. He hasn't seen you in 8 years and surprised at how big you are. You are scrawny. Yeah. Later posted never came back, huh? Well, like, did you go off on the person? Like, trying to recover? Like, this is the worst thing ever. It gave my grandmother cancer and she's been dead for 5 years. You know, comments like that, or... But I know that the site is, like, run, like, so archaically that, like... It's like literally, it looks like 1996 Java, like, or HTML1. So if like you do something screwed up, it won't come back. I don't know, but here, thing, find out. Attention, you just want the pets. You want me to take a petting break? Pet break. Hmm. Yeah, so like seriously, was it like a really like nasty comment or what? It's because I'm failing to see the problem still. Okay, so you made a comment of some kind. Ah, okay. So they like not make you a judge then, or are you afraid they're not going to do it? Well, dumb is one thing. Dumb is usually able to recover, especially if you make an apology like, hey, I did something screwed up. Sorry about it. I promise it'll never happen again. And then you move on with your life and people forget about it. Usually. But if you do something dumb and then, like, never try to recover from it back again, we'd never survive the teenage years as a species. Because I can tell you, I did a lot of dumb shit as a kid. I did a lot of dumb shit as an adult. A lot of dumb stuff today. Well, that could be something you can bring up. You know, definitely bring it up and say, hey, I made this mistake, caused this error here, I got called out, apologize, blah, blah, blah. You know, and this is the reason why it happened. A lot of things are yes, no, and then, you know, meh, middle ground, meh, which is my favorite reply too. You know, like, can we possibly change it to reverse order around so that way this type of thing will be harder to make by accident? I mean, anybody can do that, really. It's a very common thing. Even if you pay attention to the detail, it can still happen. As proven. So yeah, it's not the end of the world, really, I would say, per se. I mean, and no judge is perfect. Plus, it's also a task. I'm pretty sure no one's going to die from this. Go ahead on the comment with crappy run, according to the vote. Smash! Alright, I think I have to take him in the room with me? I'm not quite sure. Oh, no, 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 no. I want to keep him out here. Yeah, so this is... I think it's like the Dune Worm boss. We'll see. Like I said, you just... Staying quiet, what? About my secret relationship between you and me, Twalis, but... my love for you just can't be denied anymore. What's up, buddy? Speaking of that, my friend, you're gonna have to get yourself a girlfriend. You know what? It makes sense. The thing is, though, I'm dyslexic. I didn't even realize you had misspelled it until you pointed it out, and then I had to stop and look at it for like a good 20 seconds. Yes. Remember, it's not love if you have to pay him with money or a credit card or a cashier's check. That's not real love. Well, when you got a bunch of people who don't really have any other basis in life to do, I mean, they're gonna take everything and blow it out of proportion. Yeah, Western Union, that's how you show somebody you really love them. It's either that or a Ma Bell telephone, if 80s commercials were anything to be believed. Oh, the slowdown! Give her the gift of a telephone from our monopoly before the government breaks us up. Who's Dr. Disrespect? Some guy on Twitch, he got banned. He had a really high following. I don't know why. He hasn't said why. He's probably underneath an NDA for it because he had a special contract with Twitch, was getting paid a crap ton of money. I don't know, if I were to do death pepper hot sauce, I'm pretty sure that my girl would leave me. I'm already, like, grateful about, like, what's transpired the past couple days, but I don't think I'm gonna do that to her. The lock-on in this game sucks. Stop. I don't give a shit. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, this is like the hardest boss in the entire game for this reason, because you have all this shit popping up and the game's like, dude, should we focus on these other things or the main boss you're trying to murder? No, keep going on these little shitty spawns. Fuck you. It's like, really? Yeah. I'm gonna be charged with the salt. It better be worth it. Someone better be like eating their food through a straw for the rest of their life. Oh my god, the game's like, sure, you grabbed him with the hook shot, but we're gonna let you here and do the full animation like it missed somehow. Oh, I hate that boss. And just when you think it's over, it is. Yeah, I agree. Twitch should pay you a lot of money, Twalis, for your trucking sim games. Absolutely. It'd be enough to cover the licensing fees for the music. You could do that, too. Feature artists there, have guest streams. Yeah, it'd be worth it. So I discovered something at the start of today's stream. I'm running CMU 1.19.2C as in Charlie, and that's the one I've been playing this entire playthrough on. There was an update today to 1.19.0. I was like, cool, let's do that. And I started up the game, and this game does not run correctly with that version of CMU. It has audio problems, like the background, like noises and stuff are way too freaking loud. Like, I landed, like, started off in the ocean, like, all you could just hear, like, was the ocean. It was deafening, just, like, the waves and everything. And Link was like, yeah. It was, like, barely hearing, like, what in the world is this? And then, like, I teleported out and landed somewhere, and it kept giving me, like, hit animation sounds, like, pop, 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 non-stop. I'm like, okay, this is a problem. So I had to go and find an old version of the 19.2C and download that, install it, and then transfer over the saves and all the other profile stuff into there and get it to run. So I had to spend like 5 minutes on my stream fixing the game. That was crazy. So if you have CMU right now, you know, don't upgrade to the 19.3 version. If you're running 19.2C or earlier, you're fine. I don't think you want to get Mariah Carey on your stream, Twalis. She's kind of a diva. I still have not heard back from Drew Barrymore for you, though. Yeah, so basically what I had to do was I had to find the old version through a shady site, make sure it's free from viruses, install it to its own folder, because you can't roll back CMU emulation updates, unfortunately. So I had to install a brand new version. And then I quickly copied over everything I needed, like the keys, configuration files, the save states, my controller profiles. Those were easy. Just basically like copy them and paste them over. It took like 20 seconds. Then it was ready to rock. So I was like, okay, cool. Could give her M&Ms. Well, I have a feeling that she'd only want like one color type of M&Ms. It'd be like that one story from Wayne's World 2, talking to the old roadie. It's like one time I was traveling with Led Zeppelin, and the guy only wanted green M&Ms. And it was 9 o'clock at night, and all the candy shops were closed. So then I went to the one candy shop maker who had all the M&Ms, and he was still there, but he didn't have all the green ones there, and he wouldn't sell them to me. So I had to beat him to death with his own shoes. But I got the green M&Ms, and Led Zeppelin went on, and everyone's like horrified, like, oh my god. Alright, the Master Sword. Finally, we're powered up. You have fully restored the power to repel people. Your Master Sword. What you could do also, Twelves, is like do the ultimate thing, give them M&Ms, and then mix in randomly, not all of them, just a couple here and there of Skittles. Totally throw them off. Keep praying to the gods here, because I'm useless anywhere else. Oh, that's right. He's talking about Ozzy Osbourne. That's what it was. That was the story. Okay, keep praying to the gods. Gods will not answer. Oh, you're not giving me a choice here, huh? That's how it goes. Oh, I see. So that's why God causes car accidents. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, yeah. But wait. He's over there. Change the subject, quick. This empty, quiet. No one can hear the echo of the dead. Leaves on the cold, cracked ground. What ails you? A long face. Monsters are gone from the world. Does it make you happy? No. It's like, I'm never happy. A little twit running at me. Source of my problems. Pain in the butt. Why is everyone so upset about The Last of Us 2? I'll tell you why. Because everyone liked the story of the first game, okay? And they had built up all these characters and the world and everything else, and you have, like, zombies are like, you know, the spore zombies are the big enemies of the world. And, yeah, then they decide, okay, then you get this crazy SJW guy in there who hates the character completely, turns Ellie, who was like one of the main characters of the first game, turns her into a lesbian with the girlfriend because he felt like in the DLC after the fact because he wanted to be progressive. Then changed the entire story around for the second one, basically where he's like, okay, well, zombies are no longer the threats. It's going to be a story about revenge and how revenge is terrible. And you should feel terrible doing things. So you're running through, you're playing the game, you're forced to kill people off. And then the game's like, how dare you kill that person, you fucking bastard. You are worse than Hitler. That lady was pregnant. And you're like, who? It's like, it's some lady you killed 7 hours ago because we forced you to in a cutscene because you couldn't hit any other button to progress forward. You should feel terrible for doing that, you piece of shit. And it's like that constantly. That's what the entire game is like. And they go through, they kill off characters, and then you don't get to play as the main character. It's like a Metal Gear Solid 2 situation. It's just dumb. It's like they took all the story in the world they had built up and just like threw it out the window and said, bye, we don't need you. We're going to write something different about how revenge is terrible. And then you go through and you beat the game, and it's a big thing about revenge. You don't get revenge. It's like, why? It's like, who thought this was a good idea? And then you have not only the story and everything else being changed like that. I don't care who you really play as long as you have a good story behind it, you know? Does it have incest like MGS2? No, not as I'm aware of. You need to have a good story in order to pull it off. MGS2 was a big surprise, but the story helped behind it, okay? This game does not have this anymore. I mean, the game, like, the first game was garbage. So instead of fixing the controls, the glitchiness, all the other nonsense into the second game, they just said, nope, we're going to change around the story even more. So that's what they did instead. And just started making this weird, bizarre story. It doesn't make sense. Tries to make you feel awful for playing it. Then Neil Druckmann was like, you know what, we want to have this game be super violent. I'm going to force my employees to watch ISIS videos where they're setting people on fire, disemboweling them for the camera, having 4-year-olds shooting people in the head, shooting 4-year-olds in the head, and other atrocities in order to get them into the mindset that I want them to be programmed in the game where it's dark and evil, and also to replicate what these things look like in my video game. He actually did that. He's fully admitted to it. On top of like crunch and everything else, and making people work like 120-hour weeks. It's just not a good situation all around. So that's why the game's getting a whole lot of pushback, is because they didn't fix the things they wanted to do. It's trying to be an edgelord for the story and just screwed it up. There's multiple ways to do a game where you don't play as your established characters, but he did it completely wrong and it just botched everything, unfortunately. So all this time, it looks great. The game looks amazing, and you can tell it's like very last, end of the era type graphics you get. It's just, it dropped the ball too many times, and that's why people are upset. And now the people who are upset about it are also getting called out. They're like, well, you don't like it because you're anti-LGBT, whatever it is now. You're anti that, or you hate progressive stories. You hate playing as a strong female. You hate. It's like, no. It's like the game was not fixed. It has major problems. The story doesn't make sense. The story is not good. You don't want to play things like this. Then all the reviews came out, and you have this huge disconnect because all these reviews are saying 10 out of 10, perfect scores across the board, and the game's not perfect. There is no such thing as a perfect game, and if there is, it's extremely rare. I can only think of 1 or 2 games I can think off the top of my head that would be perfect 10s, and that's extremely rare. So you have all these sites, they're basically exactly buying off the reviewers. And they had such crazy stipulations, like you can only review the first, for your entire review of the game, you can only talk about the first 4 hours and show parts of the gameplay from these 3 specific parts. You can't do anything else. You can't talk about anything else further on in the story, what happens. Not like spoiling the game, but you just can't talk it or bring it up at all. You can't do this. You can only talk about the first 4 hours, and that's it. And that's why you have all these weird, vague reviews, and everyone's suddenly getting at 10s, and people are playing the game, and they're like, this is not worth it. This is not a 10 game. This is like a 4 or a 5 at best. It's average. So it's just like so many controversy on top of controversy on top of controversy all at once. So yeah, that's a big problem with like The Last of Us 2. And then you have people who are just like going insane about it. Okay, now creatures during base operations. Oh great, here we go. Searching for the Triforce shards. Yeah, people say Earthbound's a perfect 10 out of 10, which is why it didn't sell, and nobody wanted it back in the day. Wasn't that good of a game. Still not that good of a game. There's nothing like wrong with it per se, it's just not a good, it's not really fun in my opinion. It's like, it's a mediocre game at best. Yeah, Earthbound, let's see, Earthbound by far, Five Nights at Freddy's, and Undertale, and Overwatch. That's like 4 like super toxic groups, unfortunately. Does it only come out at night? Because I remember there was a chest like right here you could zap. Maybe it only comes out at nighttime. Okay. When do you get to the island of the Eagle Male people? Well, very early on in the game. Dragon Roost Island, right here. So I need to find Triforce shards. Yeah, so a big one is definitely the ghost ship, for sure. And there's a couple other places I can go to as well. I just gotta remember what they are. It's like, this game doesn't really give a whole lot of things for them. Alright, let me see if I can play this real fast. So let's talk about like the the M&M's thing here. Let's mute this. Got to crank it up all the way.
It's closed.
Okay, that's pathetic. We're not playing that because apparently somebody put up a video on YouTube and has no idea what the hell audio leveling is and how you should raise up things so you could hear stuff. Still quiet as hell. Hey, there we go. We can hear this one. Alright, so let's put on preview. Disco top.
Formerly Ceylon, at 3 o'clock in the morning, looking for 1,000 brown M&Ms to fill a brandy glass, or Ozzy wouldn't go on stage that night. So, Jeff Beck pops his head round the door and mentions there's a little sweet shop on the edge of town. So, we go, and it's closed. So there's me and Keith Moon and David Crosby breaking into this little sweet shop, right? Well, instead of a guard dog, they've got this bloody great big Bengal tiger. Well, I managed to take out the tiger with a can of mace. But the shop owner and his son, that's a different story altogether. I had to beat them to death with their own shoes.
Oh, boo, it's not the entire thing. He's like, well, I got the brown M&Ms and Ozzy took on the stage and everyone's happy. And everyone's like horrified still. Alright, so where in the world is Carmen Sandiego and my Triforce pieces? How are the fishing parts set up in programming? It's kind of like a grid layout is what I would definitely suspect. Need to get over here. Pretty sure this is one of the places that has a what is it? Hookshot plot. It's gotta be some kind of grid layout for sure. Because you don't have to be directly on top of it, you gotta be close to it, but I mean not too far out. So it literally has like a hitbox or a detection box, like, you know. Well, yes and no. I mean, there are certain things that are like that are there for sure that you can do. But you also see, like, sailing around, you'll see, like, little things pop up. So you could, in theory, fish every single grid, the entire world. That's just going to be insanity, though, because we're talking, like, hours upon literal hours, if not, like, a week. Weeks or more. This is a very large game. So theoretically, it would be possible, but good God, you would not want to do it. Especially since, like, it's well known where these values are anyway now. But I mean, if you're going 100% blind, you could, but, you know, knowing how everything is and where it is now and how the game works, no point to it, really. Well, I do. We all can't be cool as you, Twallace, I'm sorry. There's only a limit to how cool we can be. She is. It's someone I've known for quite some time. And it's kind of funny because then I found out like she's actually felt the same way about me for just as long. And I didn't really know. It was like, oh my god. It was like, all this time. But unfortunately, logistics kind of keeps us apart, so that kind of sucks. Sister, yes. Batshit crazy, not a good idea. And I think she's married too. So, yeah. If she's got any, like, single friends who are willing to, you know, see some nice little guy out in the Arizona way, I'm definitely sending them out your direction. It's like, ladies, are you aware that this man is a trucking simulation god? And they'd be like, oh, please tell me more. And I'll show them the clips, and that'll just get them, like, hooked completely. They won't know what to do. So I would suggest, you know, you paying for our flight tickets out to where you are, because your pizza's going to be better. Up here in northern Pennsylvania kind of sucks, so yeah, you're going to be forking out quite a lot. But I agree, yeah, if you want to do double date and buy the overpriced pizza and plane tickets for us both and everything else, sure. Hotel, lodging accommodations, spending money too. Maybe play some golf, even though I can't really do that with my back. Sure, why not? And when you fly out too, it's like, it's got to be a chartered jet. I can't do public transportation. I can't fly with the little people. Have that Leona Helmsley complex. Have a giant organ that plays songs while you eat. That's amazing. I'm trying to remember what the place was. Out in, what is it? It was out in Tucson. It's like Magpies or something like that. And it was like they had like some kind of giant pizza. It wasn't like they wouldn't play organs or anything like that or anything crazy, but yeah. Organ stop pizza? Oh my gosh. Nah, but the thing is, like, you know, I'm having fun. I'm feeling like some crazy hormonal teenager after like many years, which is really bizarre, but I don't really want to go into details or anything else like too much really, because it's not really my place to talk about things like this nature. It would be rude, even though I'm excited, but... Alright, let's see... Oh no. Lady friend is watching. She tells me like, oh no, I've never seen your stream. I'm like, that's fine, you don't have to watch my stream. I just play around, joke, and have friends, talk, stuff like that. I'm like, uh-oh. See how much shit I get in for this now. But let me tell you about her criminal past as a secret apprentice to Carmen Sandiego, which she doesn't like to talk about very much. Alright, so let's see. I'm pretty sure she's committed a couple, maybe some bank fraud, I'm not sure. Very, very, very sure about assault, though. I mean, she is a former MMA fighter. I will tell you about that. You may have seen her before. She used to fight underneath the name Celine Dion, or Sing. I get these things confused. Okay, so I'm supposed to use these things to light these other things on fire, instead of using my fire arrows like a moron. Yeah! I am so smart. SMRT. So yeah, so she's watching, it turns out. First time watching, and she's very afraid of Twellis. Not gonna comment. She's very disturbed. Despite having not seen his gameplay. And how awesome he is at, like, you know, American Trucking Simulator. That can change one day, I know. It's always an option. Yes. So, yeah, let me tell you something. A lot of ladies usually don't go for that, for the very disturbed individual type deal. Usually. But I mean, hey, if Charles Manson can find love, why not Twalis? See, yeah, exactly. It's like Twalis knows what's up here. It's like he was the player, man. I mean, my requirements used to be like 18 through 80, blind, crippled, or crazy. And that pretty much described most of me, really. I mean... maybe 38, but I have the body of a 90-year-old who died 4 years ago. Losing my eyesight, crazy as hell. I mean, I'm streaming, so... why not? Nivix doesn't approve of a lot of things I do. He just basically stays by because he's like, yeah, I want to see exactly where this train wreck goes. You know it's gonna be brutal. You still can't look away. Okay, so Twalis asked a question. I'll deal with it in just a second. It's always gonna be a good one. Involving my favorite subject, Rachel Ray, because it's my stream, so of course she gets brought up all the time. Rachel Ray procreated. What kind of baby food would she need to feed her offspring? Well, that's the whole big question with her. I mean, I know she slept her way to get on television and where she is. But, you know, it's just like the thought of, like, actually doing that deed to, like, create offspring with her would be horrifying. Yeah, something definitely with anchovy paste. It's got to have EVOO, mustard, or, no, mayo, and be, quote-unquote, delish. So, yeah, it's got to be that. It'd probably be, I don't know, she'd probably get already fire from the FDA for poisoning her child, for one, because, I mean... if her normal cooking is any indication of how terrible it is, and then like she has a dog food line, which I'm pretty sure is just her leftover food from her show, she would probably take that and even feed it to her kid as some kind of like, you know, some kind of baby food. But yeah, it would definitely have to be something with, oh god. And ketchup, yes, anchovies, ketchup, vinegar, and EVOO. Just throw that all in there, put it into a blender, and Child Protective Services will be rolling up on her house instantly. And I'm pretty sure that kid would be taken away. I don't think that kid would be allowed to go home with her. I'm pretty sure they just intervene right at the hospital, like, no, sorry, we're not doing this. We've seen your show, we've seen your recipes. You know, you should be hiding in shame. Yeah, so it's got to be, and like you'd have to take all those things and just make into smoothie. Yes, and fennel seed. Oh, it's fennel seed. I hate this place. Let's try the one on the left. See, I'm just surprised actually Twalis is the one that actually asked the question, because usually it's like it's Nivix who comes up with the crazy stuff I have to answer. Of course, maybe he may have done that, you know, the itchy butthole treatment I told him about using Ben Gay. You know, to really rub it in there, because that were the icy hot. So that way, you know, it stops like the burning, it gets that cooling sensation. Go ship chart, yay! And I'm out of this place. Good, good, good. All right. That's right. Where's boat face at? There he is. I'd be surprised if you can still feel your butt, to be honest. Yeah. No. You use Preparation H for that, for removing wrinkles around your face, too. You know, around your mouth. That's another good one to do. I mean, you might be called a butt face, but, why not? I do nothing here but do mediocre gameplay, make terrible jokes, and dispense amazing life advice on my streams. Nothing but highest quality. Okay, so that's where the ship will be. Different islands. And probably all these wonderful spaces that I don't have unlocked yet. Oh, okay, so Mother and Child Islands? Really? Is that where that one was? Let's take a look at that again. That matches is where it would be, but it's going to warp me inside, which is where I don't want to be. So let's see. That will be terrible. See if we can warp somewhat closer. No. Yes. The more you know, and knowing is half the battle. And G.I. Joe taught me that half the battle includes blue and red lasers and nobody dying. So there's like no place close to where I need to go. I have to think what other amazing advice life advice I've like offered off on my stream here. Okay, so the next one's gonna be the little 5 dots. I'm gonna have to go and do all this stuff here and get everything on the map. Okay, I just want to point out, lady friend, yeah, she's evil like me and I love her for it. She's like, yeah, no pressure. I just enjoy making you completely nervous. Like, yeah, you're doing a good job. You're still awesome, though. A-Team taught you firing relative... Well, they also taught me, too, the A-Team taught me that apparently all your captors will be deaf. They will lock you into a barn and give you multiple hours to make some kind of over-elaborate contraption to bust out of a place. Like, oh, we're being held hostage. We have guns. They locked us in a room with a cannon. Arc welder. Yeah, I think we should probably make some kind of dragster out of this thing, or a rocket ship, and fly ourselves out. Or we could just, you know, take the stuff we have and just kill everybody and run out of here, but that's just not the A-Team way. I mean, if you ever seen BA drive his car anyway, you can tell that man has like never worked on suspension in his life because that thing is way loose. But of course, he has no time for jibber jabber and pities the fools way too often. Yes, constantly. He never figured it out. Okay, so he was in the military too, which means, like, trust me, if you're in, like, the army or any type of ground pounder, they're throwing your butt out of an airplane at any point in time, and you're going to be on them quite a lot. So having a man who was, like, terrified to fly and was in the military, no. I don't care how awesome Mr. T is. Actually, I do, because, I mean, he's going to play me in my movie about my life. Actually, no. So here's the whole thing. My autobiography of my life, the audio and book version is going to be read by Mr. T. He's going to be reading it. And I want William Shatner to play me in the movie version of my autobiography. So that's the two things that has to be done entirely. Either, yeah, I'd say William Shatner, or backup would be Christopher Walken. That's my two picks. All right. Let's see. Yeah, so Mother and Child Owls was one of them. Okay, but unfortunately, it just warps you right into there. Why would they do that? 8 hours of Knight Rider theme? I don't know. We just get like David Hasselhoff to like just sing the entire theme song himself. I mean, he's a singer. He's popular in Germany. We'd win the European market for sure. I'd be for it. I'd be down for that. If you ever seen Kung Fury? The movie on YouTube? Yeah, it's like he actually sang the theme song for that. And was the voice of the car. And, oh gosh, they're making a sequel to Kung Fury and they have Arnold Schwarzenegger involved. I don't know how they got him. I probably do, is like money and like, hey, you're like 72 years old. Do you want to be in my stupid YouTube movie? And like, sure, whatever. I don't sign contracts. Alright, hold on a second here. Alright, there we go. Alright, stupid fish face, where are you? And kamikaze. And slow down, here comes the pain. Oh, the simulator does not like this. It's like too much crap going on. Why are you doing this to me? I'm not programmed for this. Okay, that guy's down. I thought you were dead. What are you doing over here? I hit the bird. Yep, eat shit. Alright. don't know where this is, but we're going inside. Ooh, okay. Well, this is a good sign if you see a Triforce. Conducted the Winds Requiem. A lot better than Requiem for a Dream. No one's gonna be shooting heroin into their eyeballs in this one. Maybe. Not guaranteed. You got the crap! Alright, Triforce chart. Good. You have to pay Tingle. Oh god, we gotta go visit the Tingle now. Everybody loves Tingle. Where is Fish Dude at? Let me down, man. Alright, here we go. Set sail for... Is this the place? No, I'm going the wrong direction because I'm dumb. Oh, it's so good to have a good photo confidence on my streaming abilities. This is gonna end well, I can guarantee it. Well, for me at least. Yeah, I always love those commercials like, is your information on the dark web? Well, yeah, technically yes, because your stupid company put it out there. I'm sure you heard about that, the entire, breach you did. Let me tell you about the dark web. Found a Lamb Chop song. Why is the Lamb Chop song the song that never ends for 10 hours? Why would that be on the dark web? Well, everything is technically on the dark web anyway. It's just really boring as hell. I mean, I'm sure there's a video of somebody being tortured to death with that song playing in the background of the dark web somewhere, but... Dark YouTube. Actually, I think there is a dark web version of YouTube up on there. There's one for Wikipedia too, but I mean, a lot of people who are like, don't understand how the internet works. And it's just like the dark web is like just mostly just a lot of super unindexed things that are just like you can't get to. And if you get to them, they're like very low end quality, so it's like it's not really worth it. It's pretty dumb. Deep web actually takes up a lot more. Like surface internet is a good chunk, but like deep web is actually even more. That's just unindexed web pages. Like if I were to write a web page and put it on a server and not put it in so you can find it through like a crawler or a spider or something like that, basically Google uses, that would be considered deep web. That's like the majority of the internet. And the dark web is just really, really boring. Yeah, I didn't read anything this guy said, so I don't care. So, yeah, it's on the map though, at least. I got fish food for Cyclops Reef. Let's go pay Mr. Tingle a visit against my better judgment. Sure, I could just fly there, but we'll take the Dizzy boat instead. I just want to see one time where, like, not Zelda, aka Link, just lands there and just throws up all over the place from spinning around so fast. It just seems like a massively inconvenient way to travel. Still better than, like, Delta, I'm sure, but... yeah, okay, I guess I can see the appeal of it then, really. Don't have to deal with TSA. You have to hear incomprehensible safety readings, you know. Or you'll die. Have a good flight. Like, okay, wait a second. What was that part about dying? What do I need to do to keep the wings stay out of the plane? Mr. Fairy! Oh, that is not very friendly for this climate. I am upset at you, Tingle. I am writing a very angry letter. Just like the one I wrote about Midas, which is actually an acronym for men involved in deranged awful sex, talking about lube jobs in front of my children. No one thinks of the children! What should we play? What do you want to play? Oh, I have a feeling about him, what he wants to play. Vagrant Mustard... Dude, okay. My character needs to run for, like, the mace right now. You know, like, no touching. And just, like, you know, just hose him down. Just run. Just kick him in the junk and run. Stranger danger. Alright. I'm just horrified by what I'm seeing on the screen right now. I just don't know if I should... Well, I'm actually recording this here, so, for upload, later to archive it, so... yeah, I'm pretty sure I can make a GIF of this. Can't read that chart? Oh yes, it's called Esperanto. Nobody knows how to read it. For 398 rupees. Well, that's a bargain deal. Save $2 from 400. Why not? Okay, I have to tell people then. It's like... okay, so the artist formerly known as Lady Friend is now going to be dressed as Carmen. From her, secret agent days that I'm not supposed to talk about. Oh shit, I did. Crap. So yeah, so we will refer to as Lady Friend as Carmen now. To all those involved. She might wear red, or she might be similar but legally distinct green, perhaps? I don't know. We gotta, you know, change it up there to avoid the lawsuits, but you get the idea. Mr. Fairy, once again, that language is just triggering me. I'm upset for every single one of you in chat right now. You know, you guys can leave anytime you want. I mean, I don't know. I'll see them chained here. Look, you can just do a swan dive off here, head first, you end your misery. Not kind of like that, but yeah. All right. Mr. Boat. Alright, so let's see, map. Oh gosh, so this is gonna be really annoying. Well, more so, I mean, you're already watching me play this, so this is gonna be super aggravating anyway. I think one of the things I need to do is I think I have to do the side quest to get the... I remember one of the Triforce shards, I think, is in the private oasis. So I need to go back to the island with like the teacher on it and do her little side quest. The teacher I've been avoiding. Okay, let's see. No, alright. Windfall. So basically it's going to entail me talking to her, not knowing how to count, despite being a teacher, which is, I mean, common core. There you go. I got the game volume way too loud still. There we go, let's turn that back down. That should be better. Round up her little brats because she can't do it herself. Remember, whenever you're traveling around in this pandemic world that we're in, you know, wear a face mask, stay 6 feet away from somebody, don't lick your genitals, and remember that rolling is always the fastest way to travel. It'll get you out of the danger zone much, much faster. We meet again. Oh, she's working. That's nice. Oh, she's a working girl. Oh my god, this game. So this guy is prostituting out this child on top of it. Where is Chris Hansen? This way to the stall with extra fun, happy things on sale. Is that like a happy ending too? Oh, I'm disturbed, game. Yeah, one thing I forgot to do for this game, when I installed the older version, is turn off the bloom, which is why everything looks kind of weird and brightish right now. So I had that disabled on my old version, but when I installed the new one, I did not do that. So here's what I'm gonna do. Kill it. We're gonna bring back up the emulator. We're going to bring up the correct version of the emulator, not the newest one I updated to, the old version. There we go! Alright. There's update available. Do you want to update? No, I want this thing to work correctly. Let's see. Wind Waker. We're going to go into graphics packs. Turn on less sky bloom. That should help. Dogs heard you. They're offended. Well, I mean, they're dogs. I mean, I'm a cat person, so I mean, they lick their butts anyway. Their tongues are the toilet paper, and then we're like, oh, let's get kisses from the dogs. It's like, I know where that tongue's been. Dog licks its own butt, nobody cares. I lick a dog's butt and suddenly it's like, I have to go see a judge and can't be around children anymore. We need to talk. People know about our love affair. I may look big fast you for a teacher. I assure you I am one. I doubt that. Teaching the children on this island about true joy. They are all highly illiterate and do not know math, but they know joy. Catch their leader. So now, okay, so child prostitution. A man-child who is hitting on me constantly. And now I am being told I need to kidnap a child. And, quote, talk some sense into him. Yeah, why don't you let your knuckles do the talking? Here's some, you know, some iron knuckles. Brass knuckles, just do that for you. Sure, I'll do that. Good luck, young man. It's like, oh yeah, I'll make him talk. You see, I'm carrying a big giant sword. They will talk. They may lose some skin. They'll talk. Come here. No. Okay, I take it back. This cat's cool. If you talk to any stranger, if you're out and about tomorrow and someone that you've never met talks to you, just go yeah as your response and just see what they do. Don't follow up with anything else. Just go yeah and just freeze with like dead vacant eyes, like you're stoned. This kid's on drugs. What is this game? Hey, I have a friend who'd be very upset with you trying to copyright her whole shtick there. The Yellow Killer Bee. Perhaps you heard of her. World famous speedrunner. GDQ extraordinaire host and presenter and runner. Was invited to the Nintendo E3 presentation of 2018, I believe it was, for Mario Maker. That Yellow Killer Bee. She's gonna come for you, kid. She's gonna kick your butt. An annoying hag of a teacher again, is it? Yes, it is. It's not to skip school, not to be tardy. It's an island that's like 50 meters wide, kid. You don't have many places to go. Sure, I'll take you on. I think I can take him in a fight. Go hide somewhere and you find us, we're gonna run, gotta try to catch us. We won't hide indoors. We won't leave this island. Yeah, they left the island. This is like, no, I'm done. Game over. Just turn it off. We're done. Dude's looking at me like, what the hell are you doing, man? What if the Rito postman came? Did you go check the mail? Anyone back here I can save and find? Alright. Another one being like around here somewhere. Or not. Curious Boy, an island. Yes, Dragon Roost Island, I've been there. It's alright, can't help you. We tried looking for a man named Rio. He tends to ask where sailors are quite a lot. Okay, no one there. Oh yeah, that'd be a good. That would be a really awesome one to have. The one that changes day to night. Okay, so basically, I need to try to find these kids without going on the internet, without looking like a total creeper. That's gonna be kind of tricky to do. So let's look up and see what we're supposed to do here. Let's see, Wind Waker HD, find brats. I wonder what Game Trailers has to say about this, where they're hiding somewhere in town. Find them! Yeah, I don't know where they were. I just found them. I didn't record it at all, but it was really fascinating. Hopefully good luck for that. Oh, there's one I see on top of the tree. See if I can break his legs. Die! Okay, so you're not gonna like go get him? Okay, there we go. Bring your little shit. Got him, alright. That's one. 3 more to go. I'm stuck. There we go. I was like, oh man, this is gonna be really bad. Okay, that goes indoors. That's not gonna help. Alright, let's see what my memory, aka a guide, tells me. Okay. My ankles! My tiny ankles! Sugoi! I think there's one actually behind the graves. Yeah, there's one over there behind the tombstone. And I know there's one for sure at the bomb shop. Okay, we got this. Come here, kid. Put you in that grave. Where are they feeding these kids to have bone structure like this? Dude, no, shut up. Leave it alone. Hey game, you can do it. You can give me. There we go. All right. Move along. Yeah, this is just way too bright. This is what the bloom disabled. It's still this bright. Yeah, so naturally I have to let go and it jumps you forward. Freak you out. Make sure you don't die horribly. All right. He's I was saying, yeah, he's cornered, or unless he just clipped through the fence to screw me. No, there's a break there. Okay. Apparently I'm drunk. All right. There we go. Lame. Yes, I am lame. So I had to do this. I feel lame for making you do it. Lesser touch. Cause trouble for no one. First time's free. Piece of heart. Okay. Nice. We need you to apologize for us. Why don't you do it, you little crap? Jeez. Alright, I'll probably be wrapping up the stream pretty soon. A little spare change, some money. Don't tell anybody. Disturbed again. Talk. I think I need to give her... I think I maybe need to equip... I could have sworn she was the one who gives you... the deed. Yeah. Okay, maybe I need to go out and go back in? Get the kids in here, I think, maybe? Try. She is freaky. I don't believe her as a teacher at all. Okay, so I just had to go outside to complete the quest. Okay, now I see it. Gonna be her birthday soon. Teacher loves junk and jewelry and more junk and not Zelda's junk. Joy pendants is just a euphemism for drinking on the job, kids. And also, how does a teacher afford a private island cabana? That joy pendant. Tell you the truth, I love jewelry above all else, even the lives of children. Take a single one for me. No, I insist, only one. Like 20 of them. Close it. No, don't close your eyes. Ma. 33. Take 20 of them, okay. 20 is my lucky number. How many times has it worked for you? Not much. 23 is a really important number. It shows up a lot in numerology, a lot of popular media. It's a very popular number. It's not a very good lucky number, though, if your game you play is blackjack. Yeah, I learned that the hard way. Yeah, see, I'm more than a mere teacher. I own my very own cabana in the tropical oasis down south, where I put the bad children who misbehave. And she just gives that island to me. She's like, oh, you can use it. It's yours. You own that island. How rich are... What is this island paying you to be a teacher here if you can afford your private island and then just give it away in a whim? Yeah, I'm getting out of here quick. I'm gonna find, like, I think she's, like, setting me up. There's, like, bodies buried there. Once we take the fall, much like Charlie and Willy Wonka. He didn't win anything in that movie. Congratulations, you win my business. And all the massive OSHA violations and slave labor, aka Oompa Loompas. And not to mention all the other children I've murdered through all my different little presentations and toured guides. Private Oasis, here it is, okay. Yeah, it'd be close enough. Tower of Gods. Sail south from there should be the Oasis. I think that's where we'll stop when I get there. So the next stream is actually going to be something different. That's going to be my day off to stream something different. I don't know what I'm going to be doing, though. I will figure it out. Maybe I'll play some Mario Kart Double Dash in honor of Carmen, that being her favorite game. If you weren't paying attention, Carmen is aka Lady Friend. And she's like, yeah, don't refer to me as lady friend, call me Carmen. Because I kind of outed her as Carmen Sandiego's assistant, stealing crap, so, yeah. It's like, okay, that's her name. She was actually, like, messaging me as I was streaming. She's like, by the way, I'm watching your stream right now. I'm like, oh, no. How much trouble I am right now. Look at this place. Swanky. And there's a, this is private property. One flying seagull. 2, 3, 3. I have not taken my medication. I have OCD. It's crippling. 1, 2, 3 pills I take. Don't touch me with those filthy hands. Yeah, it belongs to the master. What say you now, punk? Oh. You master. I am master, not Zelda. Oh, thank God the knobs there, not the center. I'd be very concerned. Yay! This is my new private residence. It's a slider puzzle you can do and annoy yourself with. There's also a secret entrance into the basement, which will also get you into where a Triforce shard is, I think. Or part of the map. We'll figure that out. But not now, because for now... So thank you for hanging out, everybody. I do definitely appreciate it. Shoutouts to, I'm going to murder this man's name. I'm presuming it's a man. Dropped by earlier. It was Vuden Jorgen Bjergen game. It's a man from Sweden. He told me it was. Creating joy for the follow as well. Very awesome. Lady friend and aka Carmen for dropping by. Harassing me via messaging and also chat here too. Nevix, Twalis, and anybody else who is lurking. You guys are always cool. Thank you so much for dropping by. I do appreciate it. Let's see. So next stream is going to be... Gosh, what day is it now? I should see. I'm getting all screwed up here. Sunday. Be Tuesday the 30th is what the plan is right now. At the usual 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you don't know when that is, just type it into Google. It'll tell you wherever you are in the world. Check me out also on Twitter, Wurzel555. If something comes up like it did last time, I need to cancel the stream, life stuff, health problems, whatever, you will be notified there. Also, usually around 3 or 4 hours in advance, I'll let you know what I'll be playing. So I'm thinking maybe next time, maybe some Double Dash or something. We have some fun with some Mario Kart series, Mario Kart 8, play some 64. I love that one. So yeah, let's do that instead. We'll do a Mario Kart night. We'll make a stream of that and have some fun. Hopefully some fun, I hope. Most likely aggravation since the game rubber bands like crazy. So yeah, Mario Kart will be next time. Going to be on the 30th, 8 p.m. Hope to see you there. And see you guys next time.